Hello, fellow traders. In this video, we're going to review what happened last week. This is part of the free Forex Signals program that anyone can get. If you are a new subscriber, make sure you subscribe and I'll be able to send out the free Forex Signals to you at no obligation. We're going to review what happened from October the 26th to the 30th last week. And we had two trade signals for you. Both were winners. Welcome to my free Forex Signals, which are part of my new training program to make ABC Forex even simpler. Did I mention there's no obligation and nothing to buy? My intentions are for you to learn and earn in the simplest, easiest way I can think of. Just follow and copy my trade signals. I've been teaching students for many years, and I'm still amazed at how many of you are blowing your real money accounts over and over again. Okay, for the new subscribers that out there, this is me right over here. My name is Martin and I'm a proud Canadian trader. Been trading for probably over 7 years. Have students from all around the world and have a lot of students and really good friends here in the Toronto area, and that's where I preside here in Toronto, Canada. So we're going to look at what happened last week, and again, we're going to review two trading signals. One was a huge winner. Now, this is the first one, okay? It was the US CAD trade signal I offered, and here's the date. This is actually a copy and paste from my email alert that I sent out to everyone, and you can see this was sent out October 26th at 7:39 p.m. 5 days ago, and that was on the Monday here. And we're talking about the Eastern Standard Time for you new subscribers. So here's the signal, okay? I said buy the US CAD entry at 132.07 or better. That means watch to see if price goes lower first before going higher. Remember, it's a buy trade. So overall, we're looking for the trade to go higher, okay? Or take a market order now, okay? And the stop loss was at 131.13. The first profit target was 132.74. And I often provide some extra information below the signal. In this case, I said, if you're a conservative trader, open only half of your regular order. So whatever your risk amount tells you tells you safely to open, like as far as position size, okay, or your lot size, only open half of it. If you're more aggressive, you can open a full order based on your risk. Again, I would recommend a maximum of 2%, never more than 2%, and I personally trade with about a 1% for my lot size. So and we're talking about percentage based on your overall account balance, okay? Now, that's the signal, and we're going to find out what happened. We're going to look at the chart in just a moment. Before we do that, I have a disclaimer, and this is super important, guys. It's my humble disclaimer. Don't blame me if you lose all your money. You probably weren't paying attention to what I'm teaching you. Remember, we're trading only on a demo account. Okay, demo account only, not on a real live account. Later on, once you've gained some confidence and you understand what I'm doing and you're following me properly, then you can trade on a live account, but not right now, okay? So let's take a look. This trade signal, which I gave on Monday, it actually blasted off, and after taking the buy, but a few things happened though before it did blast off into really good territory and giving us a lot of pips. After taking the buy US CAD trade, the trade stalled and pulled back only 24 pips. So in other words, it didn't go up right away, and for the new subscribers, we're trading on the daily charts, guys. Each candle closes at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Toronto here is in the same time zone as New York City. So for your time zone, wherever you are, you have to convert that to your time zone. But we always wait for the candle to close, okay? So when the candle closed, after taking a trade, it pulled back and we were behind by 24 pips. Now, I provided an email update, and whenever we take an open trade, I will provide an email usually every evening between 6 and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just to give you an update open trade. Okay, so I provide the email update at the close of this candle. Again, I'm going to show you the chart in just a second, guys, so have some patience. Here's the update right from my email that I sent out to everyone. Keep your trade open and wait for this candle to close, which means tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's exercise some patience and we'll see if price goes much higher. How many of you have taken this trade? Okay, cheers. Okay, and then what happened next? What happened? So we're going to take a look at the chart. Okay, guys, take a look at the chart. This is the US CAD daily, and here is the entry. You can see that in blue. On my signal, I said you can enter at 1.3207 or better. Okay, and let me use my drawing tool. So here's the entry, guys. Here is the signal right there. There's the signal. Okay, and on that day, after this candle closed, and this was after 5 p.m., I issued that trade signal alert, which you saw on the other slide there. So I said enter at 1.3205 or better. Better means if price went down first and you are watching your charts. Okay, again, you don't have to watch your charts, but if you're watching your charts, see, here's the entry. Here's the signal, guys. I just want you to understand what I'm saying. After this candle closed, there's I had the signal there. So right there was the entry, or watch to see if price went lower. It actually went lower all the way to here. You see that? And then came back up and came back right here. Okay, so it opened here, went all the way down, closed here. So we were behind by 24 pips or so. And then I issued another alert saying keep the trade open. Okay, and I'll show you that alert in just a minute on another slide. And on the second day after the next day after the entry here, price went all the way up to here and then closed right there. Now, on that trade signal I gave you, I said enter here, take your first profit. There's your first profit right there at 1.3274, and your stop loss was here. So I want you to understand, stop loss was here below right there at 1.3113. So on every trade signal I give you, I'll always give you the entry, I'll give you the stop loss, and I'll give you the first take profit. I think in the future I'm going to give you the second profit target as well. And this is in today's video, I'm going to show you how you could have made even a lot more pips by following a simple technique. So again, you can see price went way past our first profit target and closed here. So if you would have had the take profit already automatically done on your entry there, and then you would have been stopped out with a nice profit of about 70 pips, right? But it actually went higher. So I'm just showing you the chart setup here, my entry, my stop loss, and my first profit target. But we're going to now show you in a minute what happens next and how you can capture even more pips, okay? Now, how we capture as many pips as possible on any trade, here's the technique for maximizing your profits, and this, you can do this for every trade entry that you take from here on in. You can take every trade signal by opening 2 positions at the same time. So there's the key, guys. So the next trade signal, you can actually open up 2 positions, but you have to make sure that each position is only 1/2 of your total allowed lot size. So what does that mean? Total allowed lot size. So on your trade management, and if you're risking, let's say 1% or 2% of your total account balance, let's say you figure it out that you can open up a trade with 4, let's say, mini lots. Okay, so here in this new technique, which will help you maximize as many pips as possible, you can open up at the same time. When you open up a position, instead of just taking 4 pips, you open up one position with 2 pips, okay, and then the second position at the same time, few seconds later, a minute later, doesn't matter, but a second position at 2 pips as well. So it still totals 4, okay, which is the amount that you would have been allowed to open up according to your risk management. And perhaps I'll do another video in the future again how you understand what your lot size or your allowable lot size is. But if you understand this simply, if you are going to open up one position at four mini lots, then instead just change that, open up 2 trades at the same time with 2 mini lots and 2 mini lots. Okay, and then we'll see how that's applied. We're going to go back to the charts and we'll see how you maximize your profits. Okay, guys, let's go back to the chart here. Okay, so this is the entry 1.3207. You entered right here. Okay, then this day it went down. So if you would have entered here, opened up 2 trades at the same time right here, or approximately at this level, both trades would have been in a loss by about 24 pips. Okay, and I did mention on the update on the next day, just keep your trade open, don't panic, just have some patience. And on the next day, you can see price actually went all the way up. Okay, like that, it went up, and right here, this one trade, the first trade, would have been stopped out for the win, and the other trade is open. Now, the thing that's really important when you open up 2 trades at the same time, the very first trade, you right away put in your stop loss and your first take profit. So when price does go up in our favored direction, your first trade is actually closed with a profit. In this case, it was a good approximately 70 pips. Okay. However, with your second trade, when you open up a second trade right here at the same level or approximately same level, you still put in your stop loss, but now instead you do not put in a first take profit. And the reason is if price goes much higher than the first take profit, and in this case, you see it went all the way up to here. Let me just take that off. It did go all the way up to here. Then you would have gained this extra from here to here. Hang on. Okay, let me just take the crosshair. So it closed here. Okay, so approximately we're looking at about 45, 46 pips. So first trade would have been, you would have closed your trade automatically because you had put on a first take profit. That would have been a 70 pip gain. Your second trade, because there was no take profit on your trade, it actually went past up here and then came back down for a total of an extra 44, 45 pips right there. Okay, so now you have only one trade open with 2 lots, 2 mini lots, as per my example. Okay, and then what do you do next? Well, the very first thing is you're going to move your stop loss to break even or entry right here. There's your entry where we got in at 32.07, a bit above that, maybe 5, in this case 5 pips, 10 pips above that. Okay, so if price goes back down, then you would be stopped out with a little bit of a profit on your second trade. But remember, we've gained all these pips, so now we're up quite a bit. And so what happens next? Okay, so this trade is still open. This is the second trade I'm talking about. Goes from here all the way here, and then comes back and closes right there. Can you see that? Trade went up here and up here, and you would have had on the second trade, and this is important, at the end of this candle, on the end of the next day, for your second open trade, you're going to put a second take profit. How do you calculate the take profit? Well, just add another 70 pips. I'm actually going to provide that in the future for you. And what we do is we have profit levels set at multiples of the daily ATR. The ATR here was 70 pips. Okay, the daily ATR was 70 pips. So our first take profit was set at 70 pips, and our second take profit was at 70 pips again. Okay, so that's how we did the second take profit. But I'm going to provide that information for you in my future videos. So you would have gained here in another 70 pips. you would have been you would have made a lot of pips. Like I said, this trade blasted off uh, toward the moon, and you guys would have been in really good profits. Okay, there are more ways to make more money, like adding on to a trade, but we're not going to do that. I may talk about that at a later date, but the easiest way is to open up again. Just to recap, right here I said open your trade uh, at 1.3207, but instead of opening one trade, open two trades at the same time, just in half your lot size each, okay? And then one trade you put on your stop loss and your first profit target, okay? Take profit target. So your first trade would have been closed with a profit, but your second trade that you opened right here, same stop loss, make sure you put that on. Put the stop loss on, but this time no take profit in case price goes beyond that, and it did up to here. So right away in your second trade, you would have made all of this right here plus from here to here, okay? And then you would move your stop loss to just a little bit past your entry here, and for the second open trade, and let your second trade run up even higher. And sometimes it goes up really high, but in this case it went up high, and if you would have had to take profit on your second trade, you would have closed your trade automatically here for another 70 pips or so. So terrific winner, guys, and that's how you make additional pips. Okay, now there was a second trade I issued, and this was on October the 28th. All you guys who have subscribed to my new program, the free Forex Signals, would have gotten this message, and this was at 6:38 in the evening. This is Eastern Standard Time. Again, guys, you have to convert it to your time zone, but that's when I send out the signals generally between 6 and 7 p.m. Okay, and this was a buy trade here, British pound, Australian dollar. It was a buy trade. You can see that right here. Here's the entry at 1.8410 or better. Again, waiting to see if price goes down lower first. But I did say, and I offer a lot of little tips on these free trade signals. I said, but it may not go down much lower. Okay, in this trade though, it actually did. This was a trade that really struggled to go higher. So here's the stop loss. So I do give you the stop loss level. I gave you the first profit target level. Okay, and again, I will probably provide you with the second profit target as well. Note, this is a big ATR mover. So this is important. Guys, in my extra notes to you, this pair generally moves quite a bit. And I did add, do not worry about how far price can go. This is great if we're right with this trade. Remember, only trade with a maximum 1% of your account or less if you want. Now, that's my general approved account risk. I personally trade with 1%. You can trade with less, okay? And then let's take a look to see what happened next. Okay, we'll get to the chart in just a second here. So after taking the buy British pound Australian dollar trade, the trade was struggling to go much higher as anticipated, okay? It pulled back for approximately 24 pips, similar to the other trade signal I gave you for the US CAD. It did pull back the next day, and I issued a trade update at the close of this candle. We're talking about the pullback candle. Okay, so this was the update. You can see that this happened on October 29th at 7:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was 2 days ago. Here's the update. Hold the trade open. Do not sell yet. Okay, again, asking you to have some patience and let the trade run its course. Price did go up quite a bit in our direction. It actually did, but has reversed and is struggling to go higher. So we want to wait and see, and that's why I said do not sell the trade yet. Wait and see and watch this trade carefully, okay? Now, This British pound Australian trade finally went higher during the last day of trading on the Friday and was up approximately 44 pips when I issued another trade update. Usually I don't do this, but in this case, because it's a Friday and I don't like to keep trades open over the weekend, I did issue this trade update at 1:31 p.m. on the Friday. So here's the update. Congrats if you took my recent free trade signal. That is, to buy the British pound Australian dollar. Price is struggling to go higher and you can close your trade anytime now. I don't think price will go much higher. As I mentioned before, I don't like to hold trades open during the weekend. You can close half or more of your position now. I would even recommend closing even more, about 70-80% of your position if you're a conservative trader, and keep the rest open to see if price will go higher. When I say see if the price will go higher, that means leaving the trade open over the weekend and watching what happens on the Monday. Okay, but I really did, I do mean this. You can close your trade anytime now. Remember, it's always a good idea to take profits anytime. So that's always good advice, guys. Okay, take a look. Here's the trade. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have the right chart up. Hold on for a second. Okay, I've got the right chart up. It's the British pound, Australian dollar. Okay, take a look. Okay, and I gave on my trade signal, I said 184.10 is your entry. Okay, now here's the signal, guys, right there. There's the signal on this candle. So the entry would have been right here. Okay, right there or better. I did mention here's your stop loss. Your stop loss would have been down here. Okay. 181.92, and then here your first profit target would be 185.48. So this was the signal on the Wednesday. Let me just take that off, guys, clean up the charts. So based on this candle, based on the signal, this was your entry, 184.10. You can see the next day it retraced back or pulled back by again 20 something pips, just a little bit, nothing to concern. It's almost like a doji here, and usually after a previous candle goes higher and there's a doji and we are in an uptrend, then price generally would continue going higher. So if you would have entered here or at a lower price, expecting price to go higher, right? Price did actually go after this day and after the alert I issued by email saying hold the trade, don't close it just yet. Price from here, right from here, went up to here. Can you see that right there, guys? Okay. So price, in fact, did go up to here, and it was just around there. I saw that price was struggling to go higher, so I issued the alert saying close your trade now or anytime that you can when you are opening up your computer or if you're looking at your computer. And for those people who did, you did make some pretty good pips, I think around 40 something pips or something like that. But anyways, still was a winner. So this is really good news. It did finally come back. It closed. You see the top of this white candle body right there. It right now currently with the close on Friday, so the trading has closed, it still did close higher than our entry. Okay, and so you're still in profit if you haven't closed it. But remember, I did issue just after 1:30 a trade update. Hopefully most of you got that update. Okay, and so that's what's happened there. So I'm wrapping up this video. Again, congratulations to everyone who made profits on both the trade signals of last week. Okay, it is so important to follow the process, and I keep talking about that over and over again. Okay, so best wishes to your success. I know you can do it. For the first few days of next week, I don't believe I'm going to issue any trade signals. We've got the U.S. elections and the big fight between Trump and Biden for the presidential candidacy, and I think it's going to be a terrific time to really stay out of trading just for a few days. There may be some huge volatility swings, but why don't we just sit back and enjoy the big show on TV or on the however you're going to watch the presidential race. But I think it's going to be a great entertainment, guys. So I wish you all the best. And finally, cheers from Canada here. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to be a subscriber to my new free trade signals, you can subscribe below this video. And also remember, you have to email me. Send me your email, okay, and get on board, and I'll send you the next free Forex signal sometime next week. So again, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell there. That gets the emails in your inbox. And click on the like button if you want, and give me a comment, and I'll get back to you. So take care. Have a great week. Enjoy the presidential race. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. Bye for now.